Good morning, happy March 10th. We are going to the Painted Hills. This is the final video in the John Day Fossil Bed series. So we're gonna go out there, check it out. It's supposed to be a good sunrise. So we're gonna go fuel up and then we're gonna head out. Let's go. We just made it to the Painted Hills. Our first spot is the boardwalk, the Painted Cove boardwalk. So we're gonna do that while the lighting's good, get some photos, and then we'll do the rest of it. Trail's about a quarter of a mile round trip. It's got this cool little boardwalk. So cool, look at all the red. That is the Painted Cove. We're done with this trail. We're gonna go over to Leaf Hill where there's a ton of cool fossils. Okay, so this is a little quarter of a mile loop trail. It's called the Leaf Hill Trail, and it takes you by a little hill that's covered in fossils. Hill Trail. Tons of little fossils and rocks. You can see them on the hillside. There's obviously no collecting. Don't cross the fence here, but there's some cool fossils. A super nice thing for all the dog parents out there is all of the trails here are dog friendly as long as they're on leash. And they can't really go off of the trails just because the area is so sensitive. But yeah, it's super nice. You can bring the furry friends along. Okay, this is the Red Hill Trail. I think it's less than a quarter of a mile, but it's got a really beautiful red hill. So here we go. Is the Red Hill. We're gonna get up closer to it in a second. This trail splits off, so if you go to the left first, you get this little view. There should be some wordage on it. Looks like it got ruined. And then the other way, we'll get closer to the hill. Hill. You can kind of see it looks like there was some animal tracks that started and it looks like humans followed. So make sure to not walk on the minerals, but it's pretty cool. Alright, almost back to the car, and then we're going to go back towards the entrance and do the Painted Hills overlook. and then the Carroll Rim Trail, and that will conclude our day here. Okay, we're starting off on the Painted Hills Overlook Trail. It's a half a mile up and half a mile back, I believe. So here we go. Top. Cars way back there. Then you can kind of see the little trail of where we're going to be here in the next couple minutes. So take some pictures, head back down, and head to the Carroll Rim Trail. Alright, we are starting the Carroll Rim Trail. Parking lot is right there, and we go up. No, stay here. There's a pack of coyotes just over this holler right here. That's so funny, we were just right over there. They're hanging out. Alright, so we just made it to the top of the Carroll Rim Trail. It's about 0.8 up, 0.8 down, so 1.6 round trip, and about 300 feet of elevation gain. When we get to the top, it kind of plateaus, and there's a couple of benches up here, which is what you're sitting on, that you can take a look at the views and just kind of take a moment. It's such a cool area. I always say that about Eastern Oregon, but you just have the Painted Hills, and then you look out and you've got these beautiful jagged peaks looking back towards Spray, and there's some ranch land down there, and then you have wildlife just living their life out here. So yeah, a couple of things. Like I said, dogs can be on leash on all these trails, which is super awesome. A lot of these monuments you don't usually get to bring your dogs to, so this is awesome. It is free to hang out in the park. You don't have to have a permit or a card or anything like that. And you have 3 about 1/4 of a mile trails down on the lower half that are super pretty, super easy. The boardwalk, the Painted Cove, is the most popular one. That's one that's all over Instagram, TikTok. You'll see pictures of it frequently. That one's the most popular. If you get there at sunrise or sunset, perfect. The colors come out super beautifully. And then you've got the Painted Hills Overlook, which we were just on. It's about a mile. You get 0.8 to a mile depending on what you use to track it. But you have that with about 65-70 feet of elevation gain. That's a little more, but it's still super accessible. And then you have the Carroll Rim Trail, which is not accessible for ADA or anything like that. But it's great for families, for little kids, because it's kind of a consistent incline. You don't really go up super steep or have super steep drop-offs. So it's a super pretty area. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's one of the 7 wonders of Oregon. So it's pretty cool. Not a lot of people get to see it. So definitely check it out. And we're gonna take some pictures and then we're gonna head back down. And Maverick is rolling in sagebrush. I gotta go. Alrighty, we're heading back down. Beautiful day. It's like 10 something, or it might be still 9, I don't know. But it's in the morning on a Monday. And I've had the whole thing to myself the whole morning. So took a big old digger